Hello, friends. Today we have amongst us to someone Lafome. Meet Rutuja Warhade. Out of 1.5 lakh girls who appeared for the exam, she secured the first rank amongst all ranks, amongst all the girls, and the third rank amongst all the students who appeared for the exam. Now, with such marvelous, exemplary performance, how do you feel?
Sir, I feel amazing.
Okay. So let me start with your background. Where are you from, Rutuja?
Sir, I am born and brought up in Pune. My father, Mr. Sandeep Varade, he is a professor at Pune Institute of Computer Technology. And my mother, Mrs. Jayashree Sandeep Varade, she is a tuition teacher and she takes maths classes for class 5th to engineering. And I also have a younger sister, Rujuta Warhade. She is currently studying in 4th standard in Podar International School. I have also completed my schooling from Podar International School from nursery to class 10. I have always been a bright student in my school, and I also secured 98% in my class 10. Apart from that, I have also made significant achievements in Olympiads conducted by the Science Olympiad Foundation. I always used to get selected for second level, and I also secured medical medals at school, district, state, and national level.
My God, that's quite an achievement. Now tell me, you are born and brought up in a family of academicians. You have done academically so well. Why NDA? I mean, you should be looking at, generally the girls look at either being doctor or an engineer. Very few girls try to become an army officer. Why have you chosen army as a career?
Yes, sir. The Indian Armed Forces always fascinated me. I always considered fighter jets as my passion. Apart from that, when I was in class 9, NDA was open for girls also, and at the same time, I was looking for various career options. And my father also had a significant interest in Indian Armed Forces. So he just told me that why don't you go for Armed Forces? Then, as I read about it, I got to know more about it. I eventually met Mr. Tejas Patil sir, and he motivated me a lot. And then in class 9th, it was finally decided that I would give NDA exam and join Indian Armed Forces.
Okay, quite an inspiring journey for most of the girls. Okay, now tell me, when you started thinking about National Defense Academy, I'm sure there must have been a lot of academics in Pune. Why did you choose YTA?
Sir, as far as YTA is concerned, I have been following YTA YouTube channel and Instagram account since I was in 8th standard. So when I was in 8th standard, there was a foundation course launched on YTA YouTube channel. I watched all those videos. Apart from that, they also used to upload interviews of already recommended cadets. So I also used to watch them. And eventually, after passing 10th, I gave entrance examinations for many institutions and I cleared all of them. But then, as I had decided it from class 8th or only, I decided to join YTO class 2.
Okay, and NDA is one of the toughest exams in the country. It is, in fact, let me tell my audience, it is the toughest exam in the country, and especially so for girls. You should know that 1.5 lakh girls appear for every exam, and out of which only 27 actually make it to the NDA. So it is the ratio, the success ratio is highly inclined against the girls. And in spite of that, many of our young girls want to aspire and join the armed forces. Now, how did you prepare for the written test? In fact, written test is one of the most difficult exams.
Yes, sir. So my actual preparation for NDA started when I joined YTA in class 11. It all started with the lectures of Tejas sir. He used to take mega lectures on us.
Mega lecture. Now, what do you mean by mega lecture? Not heard of this term before.
Sir, mega lectures means he used to teach for 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours straight.
5 hours, 6 hours.
Yes, sir.
To the sleeping audience.
This was the best part about mega lectures, that we used to literally sit for 7 and 8 hours and we did not get bored by any chance, because of Tejas sir's teaching techniques. He is a very lively person. He always keeps lectures very energetic. In the lectures, there are also some lightning moments, and he also keeps cracking jokes in order to means we should not lose our focus.
Okay. It's very difficult to maintain the tempo of studies for 2 years continuously. Did you feel low at any point of time while preparing for the exam?
Yes, sir, I did face many ups and downs. As far as my journey is concerned, in 11th standard, I used to dominate each and every test. I was consistent topper. But when I came in class 12th, my ranks kept on fluctuating and my inconsistency increased. So at that point of time, and exam was also approaching. So at that point of time, I was feeling quite low. But on these at these moments I had a huge support of my parents. They just told me that not to think of any results and I should keep doing what I am supposed to do. So that's what I did, and finally I was able to clear that.
But what was the reason for feeling low? Why did you suddenly start feeling low during the exam? Is it because of the pressure of the exam? Is it because you did not cope with the studies? What was the reason for it?
Sir, it was not that I did not cope with the studies, but as I told, I was always an academically inclined person. So in 11th, I used to perform in academics, but extracurricular was next to nothing. So my course mates used to say that ये तो बस पढ़ाई करती है, बाकी कुछ है ही नहीं. So I felt like there is no point in studying also. So I became casual in class 12th. That's why my ranks fluctuated.
Okay, so did you compensate by doing much better in extracurricular activities?
Yes, sir. Each and every time I gave my best in class 11th also. I tried to perform wherever I could, like Visapu Trek. I took part in elections. Then in Agwan, I did anchoring and all those stuff. I was constantly trying to improve myself.
Now, most of the students who pass the written test generally have the fear of SSB. For the Armed Forces examination, the SSB is a 5 days interview which tests your GTO, interview, as well as psychology. It's a very comprehensive procedure to check the officer-like potential for every cadet. Now, most of the students are generally scared of SSB. How did you prepare for the SSB?
Sir, initially I was also scared for SSB, but then SSB is all about personality development, and personality development occurs through exposure. And I got this exposure from YTA. YTA provided me each and every platform. For example, as I said, I went to Isafu Trek. Then, with the help of elections, I was able to conquer my
Ishapu Trek, can you explain about that? What was it trek?
Sir, Visapu trek means it is a monsoon trek in July, August months, and we go over there for trekking along with our course mates and seniors and our mentors.
How long is it?
Sir, it's around 15 to 16 kilometers.
15 to 16 kilometers. During the monsoons in the mountainous area, you traverse cross country. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. What else?
Yes, sir. And then about elections, there I was standing for the post of academic captain. So with the help of that, I was able to conquer my stage fear by giving speeches and by campaigning.
Tell us something about your election experience.
So election experience was it was basically of two stages. First we need to give interview to Tejas sir. So I gave interview. I got selected in the first stage. Then we have to do campaigning. I did campaigning, and then there is a final speech, and then there is voting. So this was all about elections, and I was not able to become the academic captain, but I became the head of academic council in my junior year.
Okay. So if you look back, where do you think you would have lost out on becoming academy captain? Where did you fall short?
Sir, there was a kind means till 11th, till 10th, 11th standard, I was quite introvert. So before 11th, I never gave speeches. I never talked to many people or elocution competitions and all those things. But then suddenly in elections, I had to do that. So though I gave my best, but I was not able to perform up to the mark in my speech. So that's why I think that I fell short over there.
Okay, you could not win over your friends, many of them.
Yes.
Okay, so now you said that SSB is all about exposure or overall development. So, how did YTA, other than the trek and the election, how did YTA help you in improving your overall personality?
Sir, so after return in YTA, we had our three assessors, Colonel Patwardhan sir for GTO, Colonel Deshpande sir for psychology, and Major General Ajay Pal Singh sir for interview. So Colonel Patwardhan sir guided us all about GTO. He explained us the processes. He took our practice. He gave personalized feedback, and then we improved accordingly. Same with Colonel Deshpande sir. We used to practice with him. We used to discuss various themes with him on pictures. And Major General Ajay Pal Singh sir, he helped me with my interview.
Okay. So amongst three of them, what was your Waterloo? Where did you find the most difficulties?
Sir, the most difficulties when I gave my interview to Major General Ajay Pal Singh sir. So, in my interview, my approach was not correct. I was more focused on finishing the interview than to listen the question properly and answer it correctly. So, at that time, Major General sir told me that you are not up to the mark. So then I had to work a lot on interview. I had to prepare myself. I prepared questions. I prepared answer by myself, and then point wise I kept them in mind.
This is the mistake most students do. They do not listen to the question properly and they try to answer the question with the answer that they know rather than answer that the questionnaire is asking. Okay, but very nice. So that prompted you to do better for your interview. And tell us something about your SSB experience. Where did you go for SSB?
Sir, I went for SSB in 24 SSB Bangalore. It was on 24th of January 2025. And the first time I went out of Maharashtra for my SSB. I went along with my father. So first day screening test, OIR was
But
already.
the parents are not permitted inside.
No, sir, parents are not permitted inside, but he came with me as
To the SSB gate. It dropped you at the SSB gate and then you were left to on your own. Okay.
Yes, sir. And then talking about screening test, my OIR was already quite good. And
OIR. You have to tell us what is OIR.
sir, OIR is Officer's Intelligence Rating. So in that there are basic mathematical, logical reasoning questions. There are two parts, verbal and non-verbal. And
this everything happens on the first day once you reach there.
yes.
Right? Okay.
And in my SSB, there were 90 questions. First set was of 50 questions, 25 verbal, 25 non-verbal, and second set was of 40 questions, 20 verbal, 20 non-verbal. So my OIR was quite good. Then in screening, then there is PPDT. So PPDT consists of two parts: picture perception and then group discussion. So we were shown a blur picture. There were, I guess, two women and one man. So I made a story about. What were they doing?
Two men and one woman. What did you think they were doing?
Sir, they were just discussing some topic.
Or they were just standing together and you had to make a story out of it. So what story did you make?
Sir, I made a story as I saw a woman. I made a story that she is establishing a self-help group for housewives.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir. And the elderly person that was standing, I made him the chairman of the apartment. And then I wrote in my story that how did they go about it, what all steps did they take. And then there is narration and group discussion.
So was your story selected for the discussion?
No, sir.
Your story was not selected. Okay, done. Okay, then.
Yes, sir. So my narration went quite well. I was able to complete my story. Then in group discussion, there was a chaos, and one girl was there.
It was chaos. How many girls were there with you in the discussion?
Sir, we were total of 16 girls.
16 girls speaking all on top of each other.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And
And what was the topic?
Sir, we need to come to the common story. Means after all 16 girls have narrated their individual stories, then we are asked to come to a common story and narrate it to the assessors.
Okay.
So everyone was shouting at the top of their voices, and there was a fish market all over. So I was not able to speak at that point of time. But then our assessor distributed the group into two parts: 8 people first, and then second group of 8 people. So at that point, I was able to give two valid points, and then after that, he again merged the groups. So again, I was not able to speak. So overall, in group discussion, I contributed only 2 points. But still, I got screened in because of my story.
It's not that many students sometimes feel that the more they speak, the more is the probability of they getting selected. It is those two valid, relevant points that you gave that got you selected. It's not the amount of time that you speak.
Yes.
Okay, the content is what matters. Very good. So you did that, and thereafter
Sir, thereafter I
you got screened in, and
then day one was over. Then day two, my psychology and interview was held on the first day itself. So psychology, it went well, and interview also. It was all around CIQ only, my interview, and both of it went well. So I was like कि हाँ आधा SSB तो मेरे हाथ में है. Now only GTO is remaining.
no, we will not go ahead. You tell us about your interview. What was? How did the interviewer try to corner you? And where did you really get cornered, or did you get flustered at any point of time during the interview?
Okay, sir. So interview, as I said, he asked me four CIQs. First one was about my school and my education. Then it was about my family members, my friends, and he asked me one extra CIQ that was regarding how do I keep up with my general knowledge, how do I use my social media, pocket money, and all those things. So in that, during friends, asked me to mention two best friends. So in that, I mentioned one girl and one boy. So he cornered me. Means he kept on asking about that boy best friend. So he was trying to put pressure, but I did not get pressurized, and I answered all the questions correctly.
Okay, you did not succumb to the pressure. That is the aim of finding if you can undertake the pressure properly or not. Very good. And then the interview was for how long?
Sir, it was around 45 to 50 minutes.
45 to 50 minutes. Okay. And other than that, you were not confused, or you're not flustered at any other time?
No, sir.
No. Okay. And then how was your GTO?
Sir, on GTO day one, my PGT, GD, GP went well. But on GTO day one only, he also conducted individual obstacle. So I thought that in individual obstacles, I made some mistakes. Means I had initially decided my path that first I will go with this obstacle, then that obstacle. But on the ground when I was performing, I got confused, and then I was able to I was able to perform only 5 to 6 obstacles. So at that point of time, I felt that there is something means I made a mistake. But apart from that, my all other tasks were very good on GTO day.
So you completed only 5 or 6 obstacles. That's it.
Yes.
The other obstacles you could not finish on time, and that did not deter you from getting selected.
Yes.
Right? Okay. Because you see, physical fitness is not so very important. You will have enough time in the Indian Army once you join the academy. You have 4 years to prepare you physically.
Yes.
Okay. And what about the others? What about the other tasks?
Other tasks were good, sir. In group discussion, I had read a lot. I had a lot of knowledge, so I was able to give valid points. Then in lecture,
What was the topic for your group discussion?
Sir, in group discussion, there were two topics. For GD1, the topic was which is the most crucial bill for India, and the leads were Uniform Civil Code, One Nation, One Election, and Women Reservation.
All three are very important bills. So which one did you select?
Sir, I selected Women Reservation.
Women reservation.
Yes.
Okay. Why did you select women reservation?
Sir, because I knew more about
You knew more about it. Okay. Did all the other cadets also knew about it?
Yes, sir. Most of them selected Women Reservation only. Only 2 or 3 of them were there. Selected UCC and One Nation One.
Okay. So how did you contribute for it? Did you speak for it, against it?
Sir, I spoke for a women reservation system, and then they were giving points for Uniform Civil Code and One Nation, One Election, but I didn't went against, but I did not go against them. So I was putting forward only my points regarding the lead I had taken.
Okay. Okay. So you were convinced that women's reservation bill is the most important, more important than uniform civil code and one nation, one. Okay. Do you still convinced about? Are you still convinced about it? Okay. Good. And uh, did you make good friends?
Yes, sir. I made many friends, and in our group only. 4 of us got recommended. Out of 10, 4 of us got recommended.
That's a outstanding achievement. Generally, it doesn't happen. Generally, there are washout courses, but Bangalore is not all that bad. Bangalore is probably selection. There are many others who are rejection boards also. But Bangalore, so 10 out of 10, 4 girls were recommended.
Yes.
Excellent. Okay. So you got recommended at the SSB. You got cleared your written test, got recommended at the SSB. What happens next?
So next, there were documentation process was there, and at that time we were given option if we have to give CPSS or not. So CPSS is basically computerized pilot selection system. It is basically for those candidates who are aspiring to be pilots in the defense forces. So I wanted to give that exam, so I opted for it. Then I went to AFSB Mysore to give that exam, and then eventually I cleared that also.
Very good. So now you have the option to fly in the sky. Excellent. Okay. And then?
Medicals were held at Institute of Aerospace Medicine, Bangalore.
Bangalore. So you were found medically fit.
Yes, sir. At that time, I got 2 temporary rejections regarding spine, but then in appeal medical board, I cleared.
You cleared. Okay. Well, here we have the story of one of the outstanding girls of Pune. From YTA, we congratulate you. You've done a wonderful achievement. Your achievement is truly outstanding. Now, Rutuja, if you have to give a message to the other aspirants, what will you say?
Sir, the message that I would like to give, I would like to tell them only one thing, that in preparation, mindset is the only important thing. Mindset will either boost your preparation, or it may also ruin your preparation. So you must find that one motivation to keep going. And apart from that, as far as NDA is concerned, in NDA there are many things. We need to do many things at a single time. So what I did was I had a habit of planning and executing. So I would give a significant of time of my preparation to plan things properly, and then I would use to execute.
Okay. So you have to be mentally strong. In the army, it is said that all the wars are either fought and won or lost above your shoulder. That means your head will decide whether you will win or lose. And Rutuja, your head decided that you have to win this war. Congratulations and well done.